Sun and Moon makes me giddy for, well, sunlight. Cause it's been snowing and it's April. I know it's Canada, but this is getting unreasonable. However, Sun and Moon also makes me hope for new animals that might be immortalized into the Pokemon universe. Now, whether that means we'll get brand new animals that do not have Pokemon versions, or new interpretations of existing species, I thought it'd be fun to look at the 5 types of animals that could be used in Pokemon Sun and Moon. Welcome everyone to the top 5 new Pokemon animals for Pokemon Sun and Moon. Hope you enjoy. Number 5, a peacock. Cock-a-doodle-doo. That's not a peacock. A Pokemon version of the peacock has yet to be created, and, well, just look at it. It's such an elegant animal that I'm sure the Pokemon designers would have a field day creating one. You could also change its feathers to be a different design, like Pavilion's wings. Now, I do know that the female peacock doesn't have the same feathers, since those are for the males to attract the females. Or something. I don't study animal biology. So what I thought would be cool is if they actually made the male a different typing from the female. Those feathers have always looked very magical to me, so maybe the male could be a psychic flying, or a fairy flying, and the female could be a dark flying. You know, opposites attract, like Romeo and Juliet, or me and this bag of Doritos. I'll never leave you, Cool Ranch. Personally, I think a speedy special attacker would fit this kind of Pokemon if they go with the whole magical feathers thing. But the typing could very well be almost anything if they design it well. Maybe even a mechanical peacock, like was suggested in the comments of my previous video. Regardless as to what its typing might be, a peacock would definitely be a good subject for a Pokemon design. Number 4, a donkey. This is one of those animals that I feel has the potential to be a lovable joke Pokemon. Shrek has proven to me that donkeys can both be heartfelt and funny, so why not have a silly donkey in the game to lighten up people's days? You can even go full Shrek and make it like a mammal version of Magikarp, where it's a weak little donkey that looks like a joke, but evolves into a unicorn or Pegasus and introduces the new light typing. It could happen, I don't know. For a Pokemon like this, the typing could really be anything. The first thing that springs to mind would be normal, of course, but I mean, they made a grass goat, so I don't know, it could be ghost for all I know. I think a bit of a bulky physical attacker would be a good fit for a donkey, but I really do want to see it magically evolve into something completely out of the blue. Number 3, an ogre Pokemon. Nah, I'm just kidding, ogres are not animals, they're people. Number 3, a dolphin. This is another animal that has been constantly requested to have a Pokemon version, and I agree heavily. I think a dolphin could actually be a good fit for a lighthearted legendary Pokemon, if it was designed intensely, but kept that cute charm of a dolphin. They're also highly intelligent creatures, so it would be interesting to see a Pokemon like this with a bit of a plot in the games. My only problem with this is that I feel like they're gonna do something weird and make it a dragon dolphin. I mean, they made some fairly questionable dragon decisions in the 6th generation, so I mean, I guess anything is up for grabs if you're turning algae into a dragon. A water dragon dolphin doesn't sound that bad, but I can't physically say that I'm on board with this idea. But you know what? Fine. Have your speedy, special attacking water dragon. I'm done. Fine. You know what? You win. Can't wait to see Dolphagon in Sun and Moon. Number 2, a catfish. Although Wishcash is already a catfish, I'd love to see a new version of this animal in Sun and Moon. I mean, if they can make Love Disc and then a Lomomola when they're not related, they can make another catfish. They have 80 birds. Frankly, the reason why I want this very random animal is just because I have a little bit of a nostalgic connection to it from when I'd go fishing as a kid and catch these guys all the time. Wishcash doesn't really give me the same vibe as a kid, because every time I saw one, it reminded me of one of those old, wise Asian men with handlebar mustaches. I just had this idea of there being a catfish Pokemon that's a bulky, special attacking psychic water type, and looks like an old sage, but is a catfish. Okay, it's kinda weird sounding, but hey, I mean, they can always just make another catfish Pokemon that has an attractive dating profile, but it turns out to be a guy when you encounter it. Ain't that right, Sarah, aka Professor Liechtenstein of the Stanford University Department for Statistical Analysis on how men respond to catfish? I'm not paying for that dinner. Number 1, Pegasus. No, not the one from Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, there we go. I know I just mentioned this as an evolution for the donkey Pokemon, but foreshadowing. Hey. Frankly, I think it would be a cool evolution line, but I also think a Pegasus would make a great standalone legendary Pokemon. Kind of like a more graceful version of Cresselia. Like, Cresselia is fine, it just kind of looks like one of those science bird things that drank water or something. I think it's called a dippy bird. Anyways, I think a white Pegasus, similar to the one from Hercules, would be an amazing Pokemon. I mean, obviously they can't just copy Hercules, but as a base design, it looks like a really cool idea. The baby version is super cute, and the adult is filled with power, grace, and determination. I mean, barring any new typings, I think it could go well as a fairy flying type, or something similar that makes it feel really majestic. As for stats, I just assume it's really fast. It could technically attack in any way, but I feel it would be suited as a glass cannon. Regardless, whether it becomes its own legendary Pokemon, or an unexpected evolution, I think a Pegasus would really fit into a new generation of Pokemon. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching. I did have a few more ideas for this list, so I might make a part 2 if you'd like. However, I hope you enjoyed these ideas. They're a little bit more conventional than my last list, but you know what? As always, thank you for watching, and please make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. And until next time, keep on catching!